it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all had a great weekend. I am off work today because it's MLK Day, and yeah. So we just got back in town. Because I had a 3-day weekend, we went up north to our new house, and we had a wonderful weekend. My husband wasn't feeling the best, but he always makes the most of it. I'll go through this with you in a minute. This was my to-go bag. We'll do that in a second. Right now, I'm going to scooch some of this aside, and we're going to Mod Podge the numbers. Yes. These are from Loveland's Life. I love them. And just so you know, like, I use the glitter Mod Podge. It's this, because some of you ask. It's Extreme Glitter. I get it at Michael's. So there's that. But look at the difference in, like, the brightness, I guess. It really just brings out the color. And, of course, it adds the shimmer to it because it's glitter. Yeah, so I do like that. And that lovely trick came from who? Everyone say it together. Allison, my sweet friend Allison from AJ's Inspired Life. So we're going to do these up super quickly. And I go over them lightly. I don't keep going over them because the color does run. And of course I just took them out of the printer, so I don't know. I don't know if like the ink needs to dry or what on the printer. I'm not really sure. Don't really care. Yeah, just getting it on there. So anyway, we had a lovely time up north. And when I say up north, it's still like on the coast of Florida. And it's right by the beach. So yeah, I mean, everybody, it seemed this past weekend got like an Arctic blast, snowstorms everywhere. It snowed in places, that it doesn't normally snow all that much, I guess. And yeah, so there's that. It was pretty, like, we got up there on Friday. We left after work. My husband and I left after we got off work. Then my daughter came up on Saturday the next day. And then, yeah, so Friday, it was pretty darn cold on Friday. Pretty darn cold. It was like 50, I think, that's frigid for us. That is frigid. So the next night, it wasn't too bad, and it wasn't too, windy and all of that jazz. And then today, it was super windy and super cold. So, yeah. I mean, of course, with the, it just makes it feel colder because of the wind, So, anyhow. But, yes, we did have a lovely time. And then last night, right? Oh, my gosh, my daughter. She kills me. We had gone, like, I don't know. She had gone on an evening walk with my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, her husband. And she had gone on a nighttime walk with them on, I don't know when, Saturday night, I guess. And it's absolutely beautiful there, and to walk around the community, it's very nice, and it's very quiet and all that fun stuff. I also got a garden and gun while I was gone, and I was just, looking through it as you do. And, yeah, there are some of these things that I definitely want, like this one right here. Oh my gosh, look at that right there. I mean, all of these for this weekend, like, definitely, create your moments. I'm going to stick them right there. Live outdoors from sunrise to sunset. I could do that every day on our dock. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so last night, well, when they went on their walk the other night, I was like, no, I'm really tired. I have a headache. I'm just going to go to bed. And so I went to bed. And then last night, my daughter was like, oh, come on, Mom, just stay up. What's wrong with you, woman? That kind of thing. Let me me see. Yep, I have a picture for this that I took. If you're on my Instagram, you saw it. It was having my coffee out on the dock. So yes, please. I want this. This is all gonna go into my journal. Anyway, so she was like, oh, come on, you know, they're gonna ride the bikes over here because they only live like, well, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law do not live there. My mother and father-in-law live there. So my sister-in-law and her husband were visiting, which was absolutely lovely because we got to see them. So anyway, so my daughter goes on this walk with them, whatever. And yeah, so last night she says, oh, come on, Mom, don't go to bed, go for a walk. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's our last night here. I'll go for a walk. It was a beautiful night too. Beautiful night, clear skies, very cool out, but it was beautiful. Okay, I only want those for right now. And so we go for this walk, you know, we're walking around and whatever. We get toward the end because we usually go for like 2 miles or so. And I hear this loud car, you know, and I'm thinking in my head, golly, that's a loud car, you know, how obnoxious, right? And so then it starts like down the street, you know, in back of us, like toward us, you know. And I'm thinking, oh, we better get over, you know, we need to get over to the side of the road or whatever. And so this car pulls up next to us, and this like weird voice, you know, this like creeper dude, he was like, excuse me, ma'am, I need some directions. And I was like, okay, this guy's weird. Now, let me tell you, my brother-in-law's like, he used to be on the SWAT team and all that. He's a cop, you know? And so I'm kind of thinking to myself, you know, like, here's this weird dude in a car, you know? My daughter's like on the ground cracking up, okay? I'm like, what is wrong with you? She's just cracking up. I looked again because like I was giving no eye contact to the voice coming from the car, okay? I was just like, okay, this dude is like creepy as all get out and I'm not even gonna look at him, right? So my daughter's on the ground cracking up and I'm like, what on earth? And I look at the creepy dude in the car and the creepy dude ends up being my son. Oh gosh. I was like, what are you doing up here? Oh my gosh. He left work at like 7 o'clock after working 12-hour shift and drove up there to see us and to see, you know, his uncle, his aunt and uncle and everything, and his grandparents too. And so what a lovely surprise. It was such a lovely surprise. I wish he had had more time, you know, to spend up there, or we had more time to spend up there, you know, because we had, well, yeah, normally I would go to work tomorrow, but I'm off because my poor husband has a procedure at the hospital. So I have to go with him there. They don't like, you know, like he's being put under and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so hopefully that goes well. They're checking his pancreas and liver. Fun times, guys, fun times. So anyhow, we had a really, really fabulous weekend. So let me show you what all I brought on my weekend and what all I did not even use on my weekend, okay? So here's my journal, and it is a Moleskine Extra Large, okay? I'll put the link below. You can get them on Amazon. My pen case that holds all like my favorite pens, you know, except what was I looking for that I did not bring? Oh, like a friction pen. That was it. Yeah. Like one of these to do my notes in, another Allison trick from Sweet AJ's Inspired Life. So anyway, a little tip for you is save your like, what is this called? It's packaging from pillowcases. So save these, y'all, because they make great pen holders. Okay, so that was in my travel bag. This was in my travel bag. This is my HP sprocket, which probably needs to be charged, and yeah, so we'll put it over there. And then I had, okay, this and these. Okay, so get away, bag, get away. All right, so I had my glue sticks, right? I had a pair of scissors, had stickers, had all this stuff. Some of this stuff was up in my like corner right up there on my desk, you know, that's what I was picking from to do all my pages. And so I just took the whole thing with me. In the back here is like scraps of paper, all sorts of fun stuff, and painty papers. And oh, I could use that on there. Oh, that's cute, huh? Cute little fishy paper. I'm sure that's from Allison. And some notepad papers and all that kind of stuff. It's, I don't know what I call this, like my portable bit box or something like that. I made it, if I can find the link as to how I made this, I will link it below. It has 4 pockets on the inside, 1 pocket in the front, and 1 pocket in the back. And it's made out of like a Mead, that's the company name, a Mead like notebook folder thing. And so, yeah. So it just holds memes and little bits of paper and like project life cards and little thing, you know, just stuff, you know, fodder that I can put in my journal, right? So there was that, okay? Some little washi samples and just everything one would need, right, to journal with. Did I journal? No, I did not. No, I didn't. Why? Why, you ask? Because I was having too much fun with my family, you know? That's just all there is to it. I was having too much fun with my family. So this here is the book that I brought to glue in, you know what I mean? So this is where we are. Okay, here's just, this is the only fodder I have from, we did not leave the island. There's a restaurant right there on the island. So my daughter one day she was jonesing for some clam chowder and their wedge salad, which is so good. And then we had yummy steak and shrimp that my sister-in-law and brother-in-law made for dinner one night. And then my husband made fish one night, just like regular tilapia. So he made fish, and my daughter made key lime, like a key lime sauce. It has butter and key lime juice and tomatoes and Parmesan cheese and scallions. It's really good. Oh, you know what else? We also saw my husband's aunt and uncle up there, and one of the, I don't know what number they are, cousin, right? So it's my husband's cousin's son. I don't know. Anyway, I had not seen him since he was just like a little bitty towhead tyke, okay? So yeah, it was amazing to see him and all that. So I brought this stuff with me. Of course, I didn't use it. The bag, like it has nothing on it other than that, you know. This is what the clam chowder came in. But, you know, the bowl was in the bag. And so, yeah, but who doesn't like a bit of brown paper, okay? Yeah, so I had to save it. And then the card. And then what I did was I just wrote my notes, you know, here, what we did and, you know, who was there and all of that. And we had wonderful breakfasts at Mama's, and yeah, it was just like, ooh, I saw a shooting star too, which was super cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice. We had just a great time. And I had decorated, see, I had decorated the pages and such beforehand. And yeah, but I just didn't have the time. I didn't have the time. So let's see, when did this happen? This happened yesterday, which was Sunday. So Saturday, so this was on Sunday. Where did I put my clips? They're in a bin here somewhere, but I don't know where. Yes, I cleaned these out. Y'all know I did, and now I don't know where I put my clips. Anyway, no big deal. I'll find them later. This is the little coffee pods that we drink. Let's see. Shooting star. Okay. That was, so this was Friday. This was Thursday. So yeah, I haven't done journaling. Wednesday, haven't done journaling. Didn't do journaling on Tuesday. I have it all in my little bitty brain, which is scary. But guess what? Tomorrow, this is just going in the scrap bin. But tomorrow I will be at the hospital for a few hours. So I will be, you know, doing that. Okay, so all these I'm going to put in here and just save them in there for now. I got to print out my pictures on my sprocket. I am enjoying this book so far. You know, it's fine. Everything's going well, if you want to know. I will take this to the hospital and just use bits and pieces from this. And I just got to make a page out of this. That's kind of like my goal. I don't know. Kind of a challenge to myself. Okay, and the last bit of info, a little tip for you, is, oh, this is going to be a short one, is my husband I had asked him to get me some stick pins. Not that I don't have stick pins, but I needed more because I think in one of my, oh, it could have been a ramble session. What I'm gonna try to do, okay, more decluttering videos to come, let me tell you. I don't know, maybe a couple more this week, and then I need to film more because I still have a lot to go through. And what I'm gonna try to do is take my Rubbermaid boxes and take everything that's in here and figure out how to put it into a Sterilite drawer, okay? Because I do have, like this one, right? I have a bunch of these drawers, and they're in just like a humongous tower, and so I want to only have the Sterilite drawers, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't know though. So I want to get rid of these boxes, okay? Like, I mean, I'm sure I can use them in our garage or whatever to store stuff, but I'm not gonna have room. Yeah, I'm not gonna have room in my room to store bins like this. So what I'm gonna do is, like, for instance, come on now. Okay, see this, like, I can't have this. I can't have this. So what I showed you before is this, okay? These are just super, I think these are my mother-in-law. Like, these things gotta be like 40 years old. These clothespins, these plastic clothespins. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this is embroidery floss. I do keep it in here. If I have, where did those go? Yeah, like this embroidery floss right here, I'm gonna put them on these clothespins and stick them in here, right? So that, I need to do that. But this is something, you know, like I can take this box out to the TV room, you know, like when my husband and I are watching 24, which is the show that we're watching right now, currently, I should say. Yeah, so you just take a clothespin, okay? And then I just go like this. Did you see that? Okay. So I go like that, okay? So that it's like stuck in there, right? Okay. And then you just wind it up, wind it up, wind it up, wind it up, wind it up. And this is such an easy way of keeping all of your baker's twine or whatever twine, you know what I mean? And you want to leave this end open. And of course you want, you know, your little handle, I guess, to be left open. Anyway, so the reason I'm doing this is, again, because I want to use up my Sterilite drawers, right, that I have, because I don't have space for these big boxes, okay? So now we're getting to the end, okay? Then you wrap it around, and then, let me bring it up here to you, to your face. You can still open it slightly. You tuck it in there, okay? And there you have it, right? Then it's not going to get unwound or anything like that. You always know where the end is, so you don't have this, you don't have this, okay? And this will store a lot more flat, right, than these here. Like, I don't even know if these here would fit in there, but, and then of course, you know, when you get ones that you only have this much string to, you know, you could just put it on one of these, stick it in there, and it's just super easy. It's just a really easy way to store this kind of thing. And I have a lot of baker's twine. I do use baker's twine to bind a lot of my journals. Sometimes, you know, it works okay. Sometimes it doesn't. It all depends. If I find that it breaks really easily, I do get rid of it. I don't keep it. But generally speaking, you know, for my purposes and the journals that I make, it works perfectly fine. So this way, in the Sterilite drawer, I'll be able to you know, put loads of them, okay? Loads of them. And then they'll just be nice and flat in here in a big jumbled mess, but, you know, they're not going to come undone. I'm not going to get tangles. I'm not going to get, you know, a big ball of whatever. And see, these things will fit in here, but ones like this will not, you know? I hope I'm in frame. Probably not. But ones like these will not fit in, right? So, I mean, I could just line them all up, but this is another thing that I can't stand, you know? Like, you always have to somehow, like, this always happens. It always comes unwound, you know? So, again, with the clothespin, it doesn't come, you know, it's like stuck in there, right? Until you push the clothespin and release it, right? Then you do whatever you need to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Vern, so it works out perfectly, and it's nice and neat, and it's not expensive at all. I mean, these you can get at not the Dollar Tree anymore, let me tell you, but the $1.25 tree. That's ridiculous. Anyway, not gonna go there. But yeah, you can get clothespins at the, you know, supermarket, Walmart, whatever, and they're fairly inexpensive. Now, he got me these because what I want to do is probably measure those Sterilite things, get some, recycle some cardboard that I'm sure I have somewhere in here, recycle the cardboard and put like my, like burlap and things like that. I'm probably going to get rid of a lot of that stuff because I don't really use it all that often. That'll be coming up in a, whatever they're called, whatever I'm calling them. It'll be coming up in a, you know, decluttering video. Yeah, like I've got a lot still yet to declutter, let me tell you, okay? I still have books to declutter. I want to go through my notepads. I'm just looking around my room. I have baskets of stuff. I don't know that I'm even going to go through the baskets of stuff, let me tell you. I have drawers filled with books that I need to go through and see what I want to keep and what I want to give away. I will cull my inspirational books because I don't use them all, you know, so we'll probably go through that together. Let me think. I have like, oh gosh, guys, I have a lot of bins, a lot of ribbons. I have an adhesive bin. I have laces and trims. I have a crap ton of ribbon, okay? Let me tell you that. So, and then I have like cheesecloth and, you know, what's it called? Seam binding and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to try to figure out something to do with that. And yeah, so I still have a lot to go through, guys. And thanks so much for all your sweet comments. And I'm glad that those videos have been inspirational. Inspirational, Allison. I'm glad they've been inspirational. You know, I think, you know, as crafters, we all need to go through our stuff every once in a while anyway, you know, to kind of thin it out a little bit because I don't know if y'all are like me. I'm like looking at a button jar, right? I mean, I like a button just like anybody else, but do I need like 500 of them? Seriously, like how often do I use buttons? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I had told you before, like a while ago, I don't know, like my New Year's plans or something like that. I was focusing on 5 things that I'm going to do. So, yeah, so I'm going to be getting rid of other stuff that, you know, that I don't use very often, you know, and that includes like fabric and just a lot of stuff that, you know, you see something and you're like, oh, that looks so fun. I think I'm gonna, you know, I think I'm gonna do that, you know, and so you not necessarily like run out and purchase everything that you need, but you know, you have it in the back of your mind and you're like, oh yeah, look, there's a thing of fabric and it's on sale and yeah, I can use that for this project. And then of course you stick it in a drawer and you never do the project. You know what I mean? I know y'all know what I mean. That's what's been going on for 20 years. So yeah, I'm focusing on 5 things, and one of them is crochet, of course, my daily journal, collage work, drawing, and glue book. Did I say that? Yeah, collage work. I did say collage work. I don't know. Anyway, at some point I said there were 5 things, and those are, oh, watercoloring. That's what it was. Watercoloring, drawing, my daily journal, and I still can't think of them, and I just said them all, right? Collage work and glue book, and journal making too. Yeah, anyway, you get the picture. You get the picture. And as far as my journal goes, yes, I am behind, like I said, but I'm going to be spending some time at the hospital tomorrow. If you, are inclined to pray for my husband, I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm going to be at the hospital, so I'll probably work on my book tomorrow and hopefully get a lot of it done. Yeah, we'll see. So, thank you for sharing your time with me. I so appreciate each and every one of you. I hope I gave you some tips on how to, do up your embroidery floss and whatnot and store it more easily. And I think what I'll probably do is tie all these up, and then I'll just show you the bin when it's done. Like, I can't sit here and bore you guys to tears, rolling my clothespins. Okay, so anyway, I will catch y'all later. I am off to spend time with my husband and hang out with him for a little bit. So again, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I hope you have a spectacular rest of your day, a wonderful week. Oh, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to. It would be nice. I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.